Hi, for this today's YouTube video, we're going to discuss about Java with Apache Camel project example. So, in order to move data from one data source to another data source, or for data migration, ETL, system integration, workflow automation, Apache Camel would be a great framework. So, I'm going to discuss here how we can do it. You can see here we have a different source systems, a file, FTP server. FTP servers, you can actually place the files on the FTP server. You can use the FTP server to process the files and API database JMS. So through asynchronous systems also you can get the data. By calling API also you can get the data. After getting data, you need to extract. That is the first step. Extracting the data from the data source, and transformation apply. You need to apply the transformation. For example, you're getting customer data. So customer is using multiple cards, credit card, debit card, or other cards are there from the bank. So based on the customer data and customer expenditure, we need to update some rules. For example, take that example. So this is a banking, imagine it's a kind of banking system example, and now you updated some rules and you updated some attributes. Then you need to validate that data. After validating, you have to provide the data to router. So router class is the main class where it actually reads all the data and it will route to the particular data source. So for example, to take 4 records are there, and we need to read a file and we have to apply validation. For example, if any user is less than 18 years, customers below 18 years, we need to ignore them because they are minors, right? We need to ignore them. And we need to convert the customer names to uppercase. These are the little validations. And we have to add a timestamp, and after that we have to load the complete data into database. Once the data is processed, we have to move the file to archive folder. If any invalid records are there, we need to move that file to error folder. So this is a project structure. So here we did not specify the folders names, all the database configurations. We ignored it. Imagine they are already there. Okay, so it is a simple customer model which is having four properties. You see there are 4 properties: ID, name, age, and load time. And now you need to write a validation processor. So this class is implementing processor interface. You see, it is a processor interface and it is having a method, process method. We need to override that. And you can see we are getting a customer. We are actually getting data into customer Pojo, exchange.getin.getBody of customer.log. This will actually map the data to customer Pojo, and after that you can apply the validation logic here. If customer.get is less than 18 years, throw runtime exception here, minor customer. If and another transformation processor, you can see we just developed a validation. This is just simple validation. Transformation, you see what we are doing, we have to convert the customer name to uppercase. So that is what we are doing here. We are converting this to uppercase. Okay, and after that what we are doing, we are actually have written the route class, customer route class, and you can see here we're getting file from input folder. From this is a camel code, camel Java API. So how you can use a camel API inside a Java class, you can see. So from file colon input noop equal to true. Noop equal to true means we will just read that file. It just we are not actually moving the file, deleting the file. It is, there will not be any modification. We'll just read the data, but the actual file stays there. And after that we have to unmarshal the CSV, and we have to split the data. How we are splitting it, you can see we are getting each and every row into a list. Okay, and after that for each row we need to get the first row dot get of 0 means, so it will pick the first column. Row dot get of 1 second column, row dot get of the third column. So we are setting all these three values for ID, name, age. Okay, and after that you see we are actually mapping this data to customer object, and after that we are applying a validation logic and transformation logic. Okay, the data will be validated and it will be skipped. If any data is there, the data will be skipped. And after that transformation logic, and you can see 2 dot JDBC data source. So whatever the data source we mapped, it will be inserted into the data source. So after that 2 dot archive, after processing the file, it will be archived. It is very straightforward and simple. You can see using a Java how easily you can migrate the data. So data migration is very simple. So Java is actually a rich set of programming language, right? It supports multiple third-party softwares like Apache Camel is a third-party software. You have to understand this. Okay, we can integrate the Apache Camel, we can integrate Kafka, we can integrate different API data processing softwares, like we can integrate, we can work with the Spark also, distributed processing thing. So we need to understand